I know we're only week 5 into the run this year, but as far as I'm concerned, that Roberto possibly is the greatest housemate of all time. I mean, he's jolly, he gives us so much. The ladies absolutely adore him. Trust me, when it comes to great housemates of all time, he'll definitely be up there. Hello friends, welcome to Big Brother's Little Brother. I hope you're very well. It's day 32, it's 5:27. It's Big Brother's Little Brother, the little show that gives you the bigger picture, or
il piccolo programma che ti dà la pittura completa.
As real Italians say. For once, on today's show, Tim Lovejoy and Helen Chamberlain are here. Oh, lovely. That is nice. They're outside. They reveal which housemates are Premier League and which are old 4th Division. Mamma mia, Roberto's back. Full of Eastern promise today in that outfit as well. And the saviour of the show, Dr. Pam's here. There she is. Kung Fu fighting to get to the bottom of this Makosi-Kamar relationship. That's what we want to know from her today. But we kick off the show as we always do on a Monday, and then the other day with Little Brother's Big News. Wow, indeed. At 10:59 today, the secret garden wasn't exactly a bed of roses, as the stress of living together for the last 3 days was beginning to show. Let's take a look.
Inga, I think we're all doing things that will upset each other in one way or another.
Yeah.
You know, me lying down when perhaps I should be up.
Oh no, I understand. Obviously, there's nothing to do. I would just went completely.
We just got to.
Because obviously we're all a little bit bored in here.
I am an alien. I am an alien.
And that wouldn't irritate me at all. Later today, Makosi will be choosing which of the 2 housemates go into the house and which one we're leaving forever. Next up, thank you, the housemates have been nominating for the 5th time. Here's a quick sneak preview.
I don't like him and I don't want to live with him any longer, and that's it.
She's conniving, she's sly, she's manipulative.
And what else? But when Anthony and Maxwell were called to the diary room, they discovered that once again nominations weren't going according to plan. Take a look.
Anthony, under Big Brother rules, any discussion with another housemate that could be interpreted as a deliberate attempt to influence their nominations is forbidden. Anthony, you broke this rule. Anthony, therefore you will be barred from making nominations this week. Do you understand?
Aye.
Maxwell.
Yeah.
Under Big Brother rules, any discussion with another housemate that could be interpreted as a deliberate attempt to influence their nominations is forbidden.
Right.
Maxwell, you have broken this rule.
Have I?
Therefore, you will be barred from making nominations this week.
Leave it out. And you have to watch tonight's show, 10 o'clock, to see what impact that's going to have. Find out who faces eviction right here on BBLB tomorrow. That was Little Brother's Big News. So, 2 of the housemates to leave the secret garden and to go into the house, but how will the others react there? With that in mind, today's call BBLB could only be which housemate will be most upset by the new arrivals. These are numbers to call. They are Big Brother fans, they're also obviously football fans. Luckily it's not the season, or there'll be fixture congestion almighty. It's Soccer AM's Tim Lovejoy and Helen Chamberlain.
Hi, mate. How are you?
Clapping loudly. Hello, hello.
Well, I'll get a kiss
How are
then.
you?
Yeah, good,
Now,
thanks.
thank you both for coming. Helen, we know you're a Big Brother fan, but I thought you were more of a celebrity man, and I didn't think you were into the actual main Big Brother show.
I like Celebrity Big Brother, you're right, but I quite like this one. It's captured my imagination because it's a bit like a freak show, and I'm enjoying watching the people who are strange.
Freaks.
But it's come full circle, hasn't it? To begin with, it was a game show, and then they all were coming on to be famous, and now they all know they're going to be famous, and they've gone back to playing the game.
So almost, yeah, exactly, because it's almost like the pressure's off them, because they know that when they come out, they've got this 2 weeks of notoriety or something, so they're just enjoying it a bit.
But the big thing about this year is the star of the show, without a doubt, is Big Brother.
Do you think?
I've been watching you, and you don't like it when Big Brother does. No, I love it, because I can't stand watching someone for hours on end trying to learn how to ride a unicycle. That's so boring. But I can watch somebody for an hour sitting with a silly hat on trying to count to 100 while Big Brother's going, hello.
Yes, yeah, I don't mind that.
That's really,
it's just
really
now and again
funny.
They kind of try little sarky comments and they go, but you're Big Brother,
Yeah,
stop
but it's
doing
good.
that.
No, it's good. It's better viewing.
OK, I don't know why I'm hitting the television, because the television is natural.
Big Brother's in there.
What do we make of the secret housemates? Because Eugene, I think, is...
Go home.
Really?
All of them.
No, the
Eugene.
very sweet Irish girl, the model. I can't ever get her name right. Orla, yeah. She's very sweet, although she is obsessed with I need cleanser, I need moisturiser, I need wipes. The only thing she managed to steal from the house was face
glorious.
wipes.
But she hasn't seen daylight for 3 days. You got through so far, poor girl.
I think we'll get value out of the Kinga, is it?
Yeah.
With the
Yeah.
What about Eugene?
Do
we like Eugene?
don't know.
No,
Do we?
I don't know. OK,
I'll be
Tim,
horrible
don't really
about
like-
people,
yeah.
but we're not nasty about people, but he's...
Oh, I am.
Yeah, actually you are. You
yes,
can be.
you are. OK, but you do, however, have a fan in the house. Take a look.
I was just wondering, I know it's against the rules, right? But there's a sign I want to write, because there's a TV programme I want to get on.
Lovejoy. Lovejoy is a legend.
Which TV programme is it?
Soccer AM.
Lovejoy is a legend.
It's just a fantastic TV programme about football.
Lovejoy is a legend.
That's something I'd like to do before I die. Get on Soccer AM. That'll be another box ticked if it's to do so.
Lovejoy, you are a legend.
Or if any of you have got any connections with Tim Lovejoy or anything, just slip him a word, tell him out air. I think he's a legend.
It was a bit vague, that, VT, wasn't it?
Vote Anthony.
Wow.
Everyone vote Anthony. He's the best.
We're not entirely sure what
that
he
guy's
wants.
a star, isn't
Would
he?
you?
Write him on, though. I know it's ultimately up to you. Are you going to get him on?
Do you know what?
You've never had.
He's a Newcastle fan. I believe he
He's a
does know his
Newcastle
football.
fan.
Yeah.
I think what would be a really interesting thing for Big Brother to do, because I know Maxwell keeps on going on about being an Arsenal fan, doesn't he? I think it'd be a really good idea if Big Brother sort of said, we'll give you drink, which he wants, takeaway, movie, but you've got to wear a Spurs shirt for a whole... I know you did the underwear,
Yeah.
but he didn't. But you've got to offer them drink, because it's a whole day in a Spurs shirt.
It would be just incredible.
You can do that.
No, no, I couldn't. So in terms of Premier League, which housemates do we like that are in there now?
Maxwell is, yeah, funny. Makosi is just brilliant. She can
She's come up
lie
on the outside now,
so
isn't she?
well.
I mean,
I like Dara. It's just interesting
Oh,
to
Hunt
listen
Master.
to.
Can't get past that, I'm afraid. No, because I'm from the countryside, but I don't like fox hunting. That's a bit of a twist, isn't it? Because apparently it's only people from the city who don't like fox hunting.
But
It's getting political.
all right, yeah,
here.
what's
Come
that?
on.
Get you that soapbox. Thanks a lot for hijacking the show.
Yeah.
The end. That's it. Full stop.
OK, but in terms of housemates we don't like, then who don't we like?
I don't
Who's
like.
more conference?
I don't like Saskia.
Why not?
Not that I don't like her, but I don't think she's adding anything to the show. She's very high street, and she is, and she's not doing anything like. She's just like a lot of girls out there, and she's not letting Maxwell. She's not snogging him. I'm trying to put it.
I'm just kind of giving you enough rope here, buddy. I can't come in on this.
She should be doing something to make it more entertaining. You know, she should be. You know.
She's unashamedly high street, to be fair.
Yeah.
There you go, I'm trying to help you out. Now, but you like her?
Yes, I don't mind any of them. I'm a lover, not a hater. I don't pick people that I hate because there's just too much of that in all the magazines and everything. We hate this person. If somebody doesn't really interest me or excite me, they're okay.
Yeah.
But I would rather pick favourites than pick people.
But in terms of
that I don't like.
a lot of girls don't seem to like Saskia. Are you one of those girls?
No, not at all. No, people don't. Girls are very bitchy. They don't like other girls.
There she is behind you.
See, she's got a lovely face. I mean,
Beautiful.
Kinga's got a lovely face. Great big knockers, you know. People like to see that on
television. You casting for the Sunday
television.
Sport all of a sudden.
Yeah, you can tell what the producer likes this year in these ladies, can't you?
But it doesn't offend me. There will be people who will be looking at other girls saying, oh, who does she think she is? What does she think she looks like? She can't help it. She's got a pretty face and big knockers.
OK.
She's all right.
Lovely. Let's move on from Saskia. On Soccer AM, you have a taxi item, which heralds embarrassing displays on the pitch.
Yeah.
In homage to that, and plagiarising it, we've come up with our Get Your Coat item to herald embarrassing displays in the house. Take a look. I want to get your take on it.
is a hummus?
Well, they didn't even know what it is, so come on, clever clogs.
I've never heard of a hummus in my life.
Cute. Watch yourself.
134, 135, 140.
In which year was the Second World War started?
Huh?
I'll give you
No. This is a World Cup.
All right.
So here we go. I know that it's the first time you've seen that and so
Yeah.
forth, but is there a get your coat moment amongst there that we can give
Science.
this to them when they come out?
Yeah, good,
Science,
agreed.
because he'd like it the best, wouldn't
You
he?
think science is like that? Science in the diary room?
Good reaction.
People falling over is just funny, but whereas people going from 135 straight to 140 is
Yeah.
stupid. So
It's Science's Award! Wonderful. Tim and Helen, everybody! Thank you, guys. Bless them for coming down today. Wonderful stuff. OK, each week we visit one of the hometowns of the housemates to get to know all about them. Last week, as you're probably well aware, we were in Craig's hometown in Norfolk, but where are we going this week? It's time to find out with the help of Roberto. Roberto, how are you?
I'm all
is
right,
that for me?
Dormuto, look at this. That's
bless
for
you.
you.
Let's
Come
get
on,
it
let
on.
me help you out.
Did you get from this? Is this for me
Just
today?
you. I think, you know, you want to be a piece of the action a little bit.
That's so nice of you. So listen, how have you been today? What have you been doing? You with Chris Moores in the morning.
Chris Moyles, a couple more interviews with a couple more like radios.
Yeah.
Haircuts, because I think it was
Very
needed.
nice. Very nice haircut.
Sunbathing a little bit.
And any
here I
ladies?
am.
Have you met any ladies since you've been out yet?
Yes.
You have?
Yes, indeed, yes.
Ooh la la.
Well, ooh la la.
Anything like, you know, dates or anything?
I'll tell
or
you later. You don't
okay,
feel too much.
fantastic. Obviously, Chris Moores, and how's your thumb as well?
Very well, thank you very much. No problem, no worries, it's fine. Just a
Okay,
little cut.
here is how this is going to work. We've got 5 housemates, all facing away, as we
Yeah.
can see. One for each housemate we haven't yet visited, OK?
Yes.
You have a bowl of pasta.
Right.
All you have to do is tip it over one of the housemates' heads.
Yeah.
They turn around. Whichever housemate it was, we go to their hometown.
Yes, I'm getting used to it, so don't worry.
Deliberate, my friend. It's
All
over
right,
to you.
let's have a look.
Roberto is going down the line. He's having a look at number 1. He's having a look at number 2.
So since I was the
what's he
fourth
thinking?
to get
You're
out,
the
I
fourth
think
one
the
out.
fifth is the
Gonna
one
be
I'm
the 5th.
choosing.
Do it.
There you go. Sorry.
Oh! Number 5, please turn around and show us who you
Oh,
are.
yeah, that was not a bad
It's
shot.
Maxwell. Oh, fantastic. Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Roberto, everybody.
Thank you. Nice.
And Maxwell look-alike. Come on, give him a big round of applause. Poor guy's got to get his face on television, hasn't he? Wonderful stuff. After the break, we speak to karate expert Dr. Pam Spur, gets to the bottom of Carmel and Makoshi's relationship. Hello there, welcome back, my friends. Hope you're very well. It's day 32, the time is 5:44. So, I'm confused. Kamal Makosi, who is he, who is she, what is going on with that relationship? Here to tell us all, it's Dr. Pam Spur, everybody. Dr. Pam Spur. She's going to get to the bottom of relationships.
Oh, I like a man on his knees.
And she's great at Kung Fu. Dr. Pam is a black belt in Kung Fu.
No,
aren't you?
karate.
Oh, it's all the same thing. OK, listen, you've got to talk to me about this relationship. I can't get my head around it. I don't know who's in charge. I don't know where Kamal is. I don't know where Makoshi's coming from. So your initial thoughts before we delve into the
You
interview.
can't see the wood for the trees, can you? It's because mainly this is all due to Makosi and her personality. When they first came into the house, though, they were immediately attracted to each other. There was room in that house for 2 big divas.
Yep.
Now, if you imagine if Kamal had been, you know, sort of a big, gorgeous, voluptuous black woman, Makosi would have hated him.
Sure.
If Makosi had been a skinny little cross-dressing boy, then Kamal would have hated that. But they were enough different,
Yeah.
but enough similar to kind of attract each other.
OK, let's have a look at how the relationship's gone in the last couple of weeks.
Oh, I love you. You're fabulous. I'm so glad I've got you here, honestly.
When I got into the house, Big Brother gave me a task, gave me a mission. I had to choose the 2 people.
We're up for nomination.
You know, we made up that you were going to be a mole. Then I'm thinking, maybe I didn't make that up, and that's actually true.
There are parts of you I don't understand, but I accept that I just don't understand them.
I had to go 200 keys to open my bag, and now I'm having to wash off paint.
God, you picked a good actress there, didn't you?
Woo!
That's a good effort.
Girl, swallow, swallow, swallow.
Makosi has been put in here to manipulate the situation and to manipulate others. Why are we both here? Why didn't they just pick one of us? How do I know part of her plan isn't to punk me?
I might be leaving on Friday.
No way. Are you up for the public vote?
They're thinking about what to do with me.
This is my fault. Do you still love me?
I do.
I love you so much, Mackenzie.
I love you too, Kamal.
Yeah, but I feel bad because if it's my fault...
It's not your fault.
Oh, there's a minefield of body language you can tell us about there, right?
Absolutely, particularly Kamal's. Whenever he gets, he almost doesn't want to show the fact that he's covering his face when she says that she might be evicted. If she and Vanessa, they're on the loft. He doesn't want to show that actually part of him is quite happy.
Seriously?
Because by that point, he's a little bit jealous of the fact that she's a solo operator. She wants attention. He wants attention, but she can go solo when she wants to, whereas he needs at least Vanessa, or he needs to be talking to Makosi at times.
Well, I was going to say, you know, we've talked about what happened when they immediately saw each other. She let them in on the secret that she was the unluckiest housemate. What effect do you think that had on their relationship? Because I would have presumed that it puts him in the ascendancy, because he's got information that he can use against her, you know. I'm not looking at that pettily, but, you know. But in actual fact, it just made him more insecure, it looked like.
It did. I'll tell you why, Dermot, because he's got this sort of larger-than-life, flamboyant personality. Underneath it is a vulnerable sort of little boy. And to actually realise that she had been sort of holding something back, then she told him, you know, then she disclosed it, actually puts that vulnerable little boy more at risk. So he's thinking, oh my gosh, so this is going to happen again. So rather than giving him security...
The thing is, as we're seeing now, it is happening again.
Exactly.
She's been picked again.
Kamal's not dumb. He knew down the line that there's a potential for this, particularly because she has that ability to do things on her own, her own way.
OK. Since then, he's been battling with whether to trust her or not. He doesn't really know. Why hasn't she let him in?
Makosi, as I say, she's got this ability to go solo on this. She's got a bigger plan, and she cares about him. You can tell when she sort of, wants to give him a bit of a cuddle and nurturing. But at the same time, I watched them yesterday, and by the pool, she kind of wanted to swat him away like a little fly.
Yeah.
You know, that he was buzzing around her too much.
Well, as we saw there, he was the one saying, "I still love you. Do you still love me?" And she was, she was the reassuring. But she wasn't offering it up, was she?
No. And if you'd
if
you'd seen a lot of yesterday's, live coverage, you would have seen that the moment where she actually kind of goes, she can't be bothered with this. But the bigger plan, she goes back and nurtures him.
But she's still, or he's still rather, the person I think she feels most in common with in the house. I mean, she's spending a lot of time with Vanessa, but you can see really
the affection is more with Kamal.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I think she does.
Sorry, go on.
She does like his vulnerability does appeal to her, because deep down inside she's kind of vulnerable too.
Okay. Well, does she realise the effect she's having on him?
Interesting question, Dermot. I think she knows that, it will really deeply hurt him if, again, he finds out that she's just been lying. I mean, my God, what a great liar.
Yeah.
She really goes for it. And hiding the secret garden and everything. So I think, again, he's going to have this sense of being hurt. He was left out of the gossip. He was left out of the loop. Why didn't she, disclose it to him?
Sure thing. OK, Makosi's new secret mission, which we've talked a little bit about, has affected him even more. Here's a clip of tonight's show.
You all right? Come on! Wakey, wakey!
Come on. What's the matter, sweetness? No, you don't. You're gonna finish this race. I promise. Come on. Big brother, I'm worried about Kamal. When somebody says they love me, I expect them to mean it to a certain extent. And it was a harsh reality that Kamal could actually love being around me, but not love me.
I had a diva-style breakdown, like you wouldn't believe. And I still felt, I don't know what's going on with Makosi, who is Makosi, blah-de-blah-de-blah. But today, under those covers, I realised she is a true friend, and we do have a special connection and a true, beautiful friendship. And I know, for as long as I live now, Makosi will be a part of my life.
So he seems to have got his head around it now, but you were saying there's 3 stages that he's going through, right?
Oh, yeah. There's a cycle. When someone gives you unexpected news, like when she pressed that red button, then disappeared, he knew something was going on. It's called CSA. Crisis occurs. How do you respond to crisis? Well, he was, he was wringing himself out emotionally to get information from her. Then you go into a bit of shock. There he was, his sort of diva shock, where some people, they get angry. He just went into a little bit of a, toddler sort of temper thing, where he just shut down completely. Then you get adaptation and resolution, where he accepts, I may not know everything that's gone on,
but I'm just going to handle it.
Exactly.
Oh, every time you speak, I think, that's me. CSA.
That's because you're warped.
Yeah, I know.
Don't worry, I do private consultations.
You don't need to tell me about it, Dr. Pam.
Oh, really?
OK, for now, Dr. Pam, everyone. Come back, do Kung Fu next time. She's going to do karate. It's brilliant. Roberto's back with us. Come on, Roberto. That's cool, BBLB. It's just quite simply, which housemate do you think will be most upset by the new arrivals? Let's go straight to the phones. Hazel in Hainault. Hello, Hazel.
Hi, Dermot. Hi.
Go for it.
Well, definitely Kamal will be put out, especially if Kinga goes in. She's definitely will steal his limelight. She wants to be centre of attraction, and that's basically the position that he's been since they went in.
Do you think that, that she's diva enough to steal limelight from Kamal? Because one thing, I think a lot of people, Roberto, correct me if I'm wrong, in the house, quite have a soft spot for Kamal.
Yes, of course, yes. He's a good boy, you know, he just needs a little bit of attention and love, that's all. And,
so do you think he'll be put out if
No, I don't think so.
No,
he doesn't deserve to be out because he's very entertaining.
No, do you think his nose will be put out of joint, like, because these new people coming in the house, they won't be...
Well, I think someone else should be... I think we're bored of so many people in there, so he should stay in, and other people should be put out, and the other one should be brought in. That'd be very entertaining.
Dr. Pan?
Kinga's not a threat to him, because she blunders around. Kamal has a lot more finesse and flamboyance. I do not think he'll be threatened by Kinga.
OK, thanks a lot, Hazel. Alan in Essex. Hello, Alan.
Hi, Dan. How you doing?
Not bad at all, mate. Go for it.
I think Saskia is going to be the one that's going to be most put out. She's got Anthony Maxwell buzzing around her. But when the two girls go in, their attention is going to go right over to them, especially with Orla and Kinga. Orla will probably attract Anthony, and Maxwell will probably go for Kinga, and that is really going to rock Saskia as well, because she'd just be left with Craig.
Set these guys up here. I like your style there, Alan. Briefly, what do you think? Do you think that Alan's got a point there? Do you think Saskia might be...
I completely agree. Saskia is going to have her boat rocked when either Kinga with her boobs, you know, challenges her against the biggest boob competition, or Orla with her grace and slim and tenderness.
OK, brilliant. So we've got time for thanks very much to Tim, Helen, Roberta and Dr. Pam. Russell Brand's back tonight. Big Brother's Big Mouth, E4, 7:30. Don't miss tonight's show at 10. We're back tomorrow at 5:25 with the first interview, the evictee from the Secret Garden. We'll see you then. Have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.